Alright guys, we're making the killer color. I just put a couple drops of blue in the cup. Yeah, I started without y'all guys because it's cold in my shop and I got to move pretty fast, and I jerked it out of the microwave, put 3 drops of color in it and went, oops, I didn't cut the camera on. But anyway, I've done it before, haven't I? It's because I'm in a hurry. When it's in warm weather, you don't have to worry about it, but in cold weather, you got to worry about your molds cooling off, the plastics cooling off faster. Right? Now I put a little bit of blue highlight powder in it. Now, being blue boy, it means it gets a lot of glitter. There's 015 silver and right here 008 silver. The small flake, the smaller it is, the further it goes. You don't need as much of it, guys. I'm gonna tell you that. That's what you got to watch. Blue 015. This is what makes it blue boy. It's got a lot of blue in it. This is 035. This is bigger stuff. This is stuff like you'd use on bass baits mostly. But I use that because I want a lot of blue to the look of it. The plastic itself is going to be a see-through blue, translucent, and then the flake is what makes it. All right, this is black. I put just a little bit of black in it to give it some texture. I think the black and the color gives it more body. It makes it a touch darker. Now you can change the colors with flake. Y'all heard me say that. When you put the glitter in it, it changes a lot. I was watching somebody the other day making some baits, and he said, "Man, the glitter can change it." Yes, the glitter can change it. You can use clear and just use glitter and make a bait out of it with just glitter. You put enough of it in there. Something on my lens, plastic. She ain't hot enough. I'll have to take it back up now. It's gonna have to go back up a good bit. I just wanted to see where it was at. It's down to 280 already, guys. When I pulled out of the microwave, she's over 350. That's how fast it's dropping. Now this is going to be the pearl side. On the pearl, this is the pearl belly. On the pearl side, I'm going to use white, and I already know what I got to have is 5 drops. I've been making, y'all probably see the cup back here. I've been making this color all morning. This is the 4th or 5th cup I've made of it, so I've made about 10 cups of this already today. And I do a cup at a time because it's easier for me to mix a cup at a time and keep up with my recipe, because my recipe is a cup at a time. If that makes sense to you. White powder right here, pearl white. When I make it, I make a cup. So that's how I write the recipe down. I write the recipe down. Just need to touch more of that. I write the recipe down as a cup. How many drops per cup? Now I could double it and make 2 cups at a time, but it cooks faster in a cup. It reheats easy. Once I shoot one time, it reheats faster in a single cup. So I just stay to a cup, guys. I can shoot these molds about that setup right there twice maybe in a cup. So all right, this is the holographic glitter. It's what I use in the silver bullet. I need 3/4 cup, 3/4 of that 1/4 spoon. That's a 1/4 teaspoon, and I use 3/4 of that. All right, and y'all notice I stopped. I wipe it out with a rag, so I won't get this glitter and something else. Now the holographic glitter changes colors. They change to gold and silver. You'll see a rich when it looks red in here and a green. That's why I put it in a silver bullet. It works great, and it's also in a color called snowflake. So this is really close to snowflake, but snowflake has black in it. All right, now here's what I got to do now. Here's what I got to do now. I spilled some stuff on the table. I'm going to run this back up, and I've got to get these to 325. I got to get them above it, and then I got to get them back down to around 325, 330 before I can shoot them. All right, guys, we're going to shoot these. All right, put my blending block on. It goes on pretty tight. Here we go. We got a left and a right side. I got them marked on the molds. One thing about shooting 2 colors at a time, it doesn't take much to fill it. I messed that one up just now, I think. She's setting up on me. Oh, she moved on me. She's setting up on me and I got rough on it and that didn't work. Okay, folks. Let's just open a few of these. This is the 1.5" Minna. Bam. There you go. I got a cookie sheet behind me. I lay them on to cool and then I separate them, take them apart. Okay. Crappie candy. They eat it up, guys. No problem catching a crappie on that little bit. If you haven't used a little bit yet on size 8 jig hook, yeah, you're messing out. Tweety bird takes a size 6. Isn't that pretty? It's got a split tail. Got 2 little tails. Alright. Tweety bird. Good bait, guys. So again, people ask me all the time, which one's my favorite? That's not fair. I've caught fish on all of them. Every bait you see, every color you see, I've caught fish on them. The best color for me, I'll give you a hint. It's what I'm catching fish on that day for that watercolor and that day. If it's cloudy, you're not going to beat something a little brighter. Maybe something got chartreuse in it. If the water's nasty, you can't see down 2 foot, you get a little bright. If you can't see down a foot, you got to get brighter. Then you want OJ, plum. You got to match your color, guys, to what you're doing. So there is no best color. That's what I'm trying to say. You got to match your color for what you're doing. This is the Tadpole Junior. It's 1.5 inches. Okay. Looks good, doesn't it? Alright. I've been showing y'all these already. People are already making comments. They're waiting for them. I'm working on it. As you can see, I'm working on it. 1.5" stinger. I call it the Junior too. This is a Stinger Junior. The big stinger's 2 inches. This is 1.5 inches. Yep. Pretty, isn't it? Alright. Crappie candy, ain't it? This color, I call it killer because I had no trouble catching fish on it. Now, you can see the difference. This is the full-size stinger. Now, you see the different size of it. Alright. Let me pull one back up here. Let me pull one off here. Get both of them up here. Alright. Yeah, y'all can see the difference in size. It's a good size. In fact, if they made an 1.75 inches, I'd probably buy that mold too. Alright, and I haven't got to fish with the 1.5 inches a lot yet. I've caught a few fish on it. I've been busy. Then it got cold. Right now it's supposed to be rain tomorrow, turning to snow. 26 here Friday. High of 26. In the teens at night for the next 3 or 4 days. So I won't be able to fish the next couple days either. Fluke. This is a 2.5 inch fluke. Oh, excuse me. It's 2.25 inches. It's got a segmented here. It's got a break in the body. Alright. Now, it's the same body shape as the little bit. Right? It's just bigger. Little bit's 1.5 inches. This is 2.25. Alright, guys. Appreciate you. Put your numbers down between 1 and 300. We're still doing that. Alright. For these videos. The phone will date them and the page will date them. If somebody puts the same number down, that happens once in a while. Look ahead and see what number people put down. Some of y'all guys leave the same number every week. I noticed that. That's why I went to a random draw. So instead of me giving the number, I used just to write the numbers down. But here's what I was doing, guys, and the reason I stopped it. I was doing ahead of time. When I make this video like right now, I'd go in the house, and here's what I'd say to my wife. Give me a number between 1 and 300. And she'd go, oh, so-and-so. I'd write it down. So that way, I did pick the number. Because I see a lot of y'all's numbers. That's how I was doing it. But anyway, some of y'all suggested that I filmed it, so I do that. And today is Wednesday, so 5 o'clock this evening I'll film it. I'll do the draw and I'll film it. I got to edit that Wednesday night. Then I got to load it to YouTube during the night. Like I said, we got to turn everything off the house to do it. We're trying to get faster internet. They're supposed to be putting it in our area. They said they'll have it here by April, so we'll see. Yeah, and it's $150 more a month for the faster internet. Yes. So I signed up. We had to sign up for it on a contract for 2 years to get it, even to get it, guys. So I done that. So if we get that, I'll be able to do a live on Wednesday night. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all guys. Leave your number. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. We're growing slowly. So, yeah, tell your friends about it. If you haven't subscribed, please be subscribed if you're going to leave a number. It's only fair, right? And the only rules I have, two guesses per household, and you can't go over the number. If the number is 150 and you put 151, you're not going to win. Who put 130 will win. Got to have a way to separate that, because somebody could be on each side of the number, right? Then we'd have an argument. No, we're not going to do that. If you go over the number, you just automatically get knocked out. All right? That's been working. We've been doing that since day one, and we haven't had a problem. Appreciate y'all guys. Hope you enjoy the video. Alright guys, I've been a little off. I finally found some. We're going to find out if they're crappie. They're moving a lot. Guys, we're almost at Christmas right here now. And I didn't even look at the water temperature. 49. The water's holding. It's a crappie. I sound surprised. It's a crappie. Because I'm catching white perch too, guys. This is the first crappie I've caught. Hadn't been out here but 15 minutes, so I can't complain too much. 15, 20 minutes. But I've been a couple places and haven't seen any fish. All right, that's on Blue Boy. I call it Killer. Blue Boy top, pearl belly. When I made a couple videos with the little bit, I keep calling it the itsy bit. It's a little bit. In the video, I called it the itsy bit. It's a little bit. But anyway, show y'all what I found right here. See that mess right there? See, there's a couple fish there. Them are probably white perch. We'll find it in a minute. See, they're 50 feet from me. Now, I'm staying that far from them on purpose, guys. I'm casting 50 feet. I know a lot of people ask me, Dennis, you don't vertical jig? Now, I could go over there and vertical jig them, but here's what I have found out. The further I stay away from the fish, the more I can catch out of that school. That's spook to get. The closer you get, the harder they are to catch on this lake. Now, I've got a vertical jig them. I've got above them. I've caught 4 or 5 out of school. Been that many times. I also got right above them sometimes. The first fish or two, and they quit and they move. They go on. I think they can feel the live scope when you get really close to them. I think they hear the noise from the boat and different things like that, guys, and it spooks them. All right, let's see. Well, we're gonna get one right here now. Let's see how I'm casting that far. Hope y'all don't hear the wind. The wind's bad. It didn't seem that bad at my house. That's why I came out here. So I'm off from now to January the 2nd or 3rd. So I'm gonna be fishing a lot. I'm working on my house a lot. Okay, but that's another small one. All right, guys, let's see if we got another one. Now, guys, I went 3 casts. All I had was bumps. Messed with a couple of casts. But I had a bump. I call it a bump. I think they're mouthing. They come up and pull on them, tell the bait guys, like, I don't think it's real. I think that's what they do. They check it out. Y'all hear people say that? I got some bumps, but they didn't get any bites. Well, that's what we're talking about. I think they're coming up, and they might be shutting their mouth and letting go real fast. I don't know, but you feel it go tick, tick, tick. And I can see them once in a while on live scope. They're so far, they're moving toward me some. Now, I have to say, they have come toward me. I haven't moved. I got my spotlight on. They've come toward me some. When I started, they was out here. They went this way and have come toward me some. I think it's because they're following the bait, all right? This is one of my jig heads, all right? I got somebody making these for me now. I painted it, and that's some process there. Now, this orange is baked on powder paint, and I got red, blue, and pink. They are the new rubberized paint that's called Stardust. So if y'all buy some, I'm trying to clean the eyes on them as I go. The Stardust, I clean them after I cook them. You heat the jig, you dip it in the Stardust, and it rubberizes. It smokes, it stinks, it smells like plastic burning. And it melts onto the jig, guys. That's what you're doing, you're melting it onto the jig. The powder paint, you're basically doing the same thing. You get it hot, you dip it in the powder paint, bam, it's there, and then you got to bake them. You don't have to bake the powder paint, all right? Excuse me. You don't have to bake the rubberized. So I thought I would try it. We'll see what we like best. So I'm selling the color packs. Comes in 2 of each color. You get 2 pinks, 2 chartreuse, 2 oranges, 2 blues, 2 reds. And then I got plain ones, all right? And they'll be on time y'all see this video. My son's working on it today. We talked last night, and he said, Dad, I've been really busy with different things. He just got back from playing music. He plays in bluegrass. He said, I just got back from playing. He was calling me on his way ride home. He called me. He does that sometime when he's traveling. He runs it through his radio, guys.
Somebody else said, don't be on the phone, you drive, and he runs it through his radio. So that way you don't have to hold a phone, and he can just talk to you as he's driving. It's like you're in the car with him. And he said he's going to work on it today. So time y'all see this, which will be a couple weeks, this is a pour to catch. Oh, did I mention that? This is a pour to catch. So I hadn't even done the shop part yet, guys. So I've got to go back and do the shop part this week. So it'll be down the road for y'all see this video. Look at it go. And they'll be on there. There you go. I just let it sink right down in them. That's what I'm doing. Throw it into them, letting it sink down to where I think it's in them, then I'm starting to reel. If it falls to the bottom, guys, I'm out in the open. There's no brush there. There's nothing there. It's just the creek channel. It's the old creek channel. There might be rocks on the bottom or something like that where the creek used to be. And this creek, you could jump across it when it was just a creek, if you know what I'm saying. It's very small. If you go back, I can go way up there now, and I drive past it, you know, by vehicle. He's small. And it's very, very little back there, and you can jump across it. Well, that's what they're doing. They're out to where they're close to the old creek channel, and there's nothing here. I'm just letting it hit the bottom. I'm not worried about getting it hung up. Then I'm just start reeling it slow. When you start reeling it, it's going to come up off the bottom. All right, that's all I'm doing. Nothing special. Y'all want me to show you one time? They're coming at me now. They're 35 to 50 feet. How many of them it is? So it's probably a 30 to 50 fish school. I can't see my jig on the live scope because I'm throwing that far. Once in a while I'll sit flicker if I can look for it like this, but that's not important to me. I've told y'all before, with the live scope, if I can see the fish and see what area they're in, what direction to throw, this is my direction thing, that helps me more than anything. I know where to throw. I know not to waste my time throwing this way, you know what I'm saying? I know I need to throw this way. Now, I know it's on the bottom by now. This is a 1/16, okay? And that's why I'm using the 1/16. I just popped it up like that, all right? I'm gonna go back down a little bit and I start reeling. That's what I'm doing. I reel and I stop. Because every time you reel, it's coming up off the bottom and it's coming toward the boat. So I reel and I stop. All right. Comes another boat. There you go, bam. That's what I'm doing. And you got that many fish, guys, they'll bite you most time out of competition. I'm gonna get it, you know, it's mine. But that's all I need to do. If I know where they're at, that live scope helps me so much in that order. It shows me where they're at. I know what direction to cast. That's what it's all about, guys. All right, I might catch one more or two of these guys, but after that, I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can find some bigger ones. All right. All right, guys. Been a little bit. They moving around a lot. Like I said, I got to run them down. Then they're getting a little tougher to catch. I was gonna move to another spot, and by the time I went down through here and I seen a couple more small schools kicking around, I threw it them. I thought, well, a lot of crappie kicking around here. I might as well fish here for a little bit. He's a small one. All right, guys, I can't get them any bigger. I moved up the channel further. Y'all probably tell by the background. I'm in the same creek. I just running along my trolling motor. I found another school, but you can see they're small too. Finding the bigger schools of crappie is tough. Oh, guys, I got one here. Decent one. This is old blue boy. One old blue boy. It's a nice one. He's about 11 inches, 10 and a half. I put an orange head on it, guys, just to wake him up a little bit. If I get him off there you go. It's a nice one. Okay, guys, got another one, an old killer. That's why I call this color killer. I'm telling you what, guys, I'm catching one every other cast anyway. But there's schools up here right down this channel. I've come a long ways. There's a pontoon boat going there. Where I started was way down below that pontoon boat. And what I've been doing is just running the channel and watching. I'll show you. See right there? That's what I'm watching for. There's one up here at 15 foot. I don't know what that is. I think they're stripers or bass. Let's see. And when I see fish like that, I throw at them. I have caught some white perch. But as you can see, I've caught quite a few crappie. All right, guys. They're way out there. They're 50 foot. Like I said, I do better if I keep a distance from them, especially the bigger crappie. The small ones, I think, juveniles haven't caught on yet. The bigger crappie, you're not gonna get very close to them. And broken record, I mention Crappie Connection all the time. If y'all haven't watched, you need to watch them. I don't know them, never met them, don't know anything about them, but I watch it because they get the pros on there that fish professionally, and they get them talking about stuff, and guides. A lot of guys that guide a lot. Now, that's a nice one too, guys. You know, that's a good 11 and a half inch fish. Bam, on killer. I'm telling you, it's killing them today. I don't know how many I caught, guys. Looks like a nice one. I had to move from this boat out of the channel. So I'm running the channel, so I just moved over here and threw back to the channel. That's a nice one, guys. That's the one we've been looking for right there. Bam. I said we need one nice one before we quit. He gonna rock us a little bit, ain't he? People had this riding around because they say it's ready. My truck said it was 49 degrees, but it don't feel like it. But that's a nice crappie, guys. There you go. This one's how long he is. Oops. All right, guys. Hit against the front, buddy. This is 12 inches. He's in between 12 and 14, so he's 13 inches. Fat rascal, isn't he? Huh? He's a fat one. All right, guys. There you go. Bam. Leave your numbers, guys. That's the one I said. I said catch a big one. I was going to end this video, right? Leave your numbers 1 through 300. Appreciate each and every one of you. Appreciate your comments. Leave your number first if you think about it, guys. It helps me on Wednesday nights, because Wednesday nights we do a random number draw. I make a video of it. I load it on Thursday who wins. So you never know. You never know, guys, what number you can leave. To be a random number picks it. The last 2 weeks it's been under 50, I think, and before that it was like 200 every time. So you never know. Appreciate each and every one of y'all guys. See y'all next time. Fishing Lake Country.